Hey, what is up, guys? Card Chef Flair 99 here. Today, this is our part 2 of the David Blaine, Jimmy Fallon
Go watch
reveal.
part 1.
If you haven't seen part 1, once again, you'll see a pop-up in the card section in the top right corner of your screen right now. So you can go ahead and check out part 1. And we'll talk about part 2 here. So in part 1, we talked about his third and fourth trick that he did. So the frog regurgitation we talked about. And we also talked about his trick where, you know, he has, like, cards, like, go from 10 to 13.
Yeah.
So
he adds cards.
So now we're going to talk about his first 2 tricks. Don't forget, we have a contest. If you want to enter, you just have to like this video and subscribe. We're giving away $30 in gift cards. So it's pretty simple. Anyway, let's talk about the tricks. So if you didn't notice, he starts out by riffling the deck. And he's actually doing a fake shuffle, okay? He's doing a fake riffle shuffle, okay? This is what a normal riffle looks like. That's what bridge looks like. He's not doing that. Now, it does appear as if the bottom part of the deck is being shuffled and the top is just staying on the top. But it could very well just be a complete false riffle shuffle. But we'll tell you this, it is not a complete riffle. So if you look closely, it looks like he's actually shuffling. When he does the bridge, it looks like he actually is shuffling the bottom part of the deck. But the top part of the deck is just like going right back on top. So it's either going to be the top part is staying the same or the entire deck is staying the same in order. Then, this is what we believe. We believe he has a select order in the deck. Now, we are going to show you guys an example. He has a select order in the deck of only 5 cards.
They're all the same.
Well, in a way, they're the same. So, we're going to show you. This is our order. This is an example order. He does not have this. So, let's take a look here. We have ace to 5 of every single suit. Now, for this, it would have to be the same suit, correct?
Yeah.
So, he would have ace through 5, ace through 5, ace through 5. And then he would show the bottom part of the deck as well, because the bottom part of the deck was probably shuffled. So
mixed, yes.
It probably contains, you know, random cards. So, like, you can see David Blaine tells the guy, you know, hey, make sure all the cards are different. And he goes like that. Right? He spreads through the top really quickly because clearly at the top it's all going to be one suit. And then at the bottom it's going to be completely mixed because he did the fake kind of riffle where he only shuffles the bottom part. So, from there, when he spreads out the deck for Jimmy, he's only spreading the top part. So imagine this entire, you can just spread that. This is only half the deck. So imagine this being the top. Yeah, imagine that being half the deck that he spreads out. Now, because it is the same order, ace through 5, ace through 5, ace through 5, ace through 5, he's going to be picking the same cards every time, and we'll show you guys. But remember, he does not have that order. His order could be 2, 7, Jack, 5, King, 2, 7, Jack, 5, King, order. 2, 7, Jack, 5, King.
All the same suit. And
it's only 5 cards. So, when he spreads out the cards...
Guys, just go with us. Pretend these are all the same suits.
So, this is ace through 5 here. He goes through... Let's say he says, all right, take 5 cards. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. Oh, right there. So that's 5 cards. Check it out. These 5 cards.
Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now, let's try it again. Let's put this back. Let's try that again.
Add an order. All right, good enough. All right, go ahead. Take any 5 cards.
I'll go, all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here. Ace, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's in a different order, but imagine these are all the same suit. He's taking the same 5 cards that that David wants him to take. So, yeah, they might not be in order ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Or maybe for David, it's not going to be like, 2, 7, King, Jack, whatever. So, but all of the 5 cards that Jimmy wants are going to be there. So once again, his order is just select 5 cards that repeat, whether it's, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And remember, it has to be the same suit. And he only has that pattern going for the top half of the deck. The bottom half is completely shuffled. Yes, he says to the guy, check out the deck. But he goes through something like that. The guy says, yeah, they're all different. So, the second part, he says, he's able to read the cards one by one. Now, he did know the card that Jimmy was thinking of. Now, we have a couple theories here. a lot of magicians have actually been able to do tricks where they can read or they can check, senses or, differences in the way you're speaking, whether it's like whether, you stumble on one of the words or stumble on a letter, or whether you flinch on, one thing, or whether you're blinking on one thing. So, we believe that maybe David Blaine, when he said, repeat after me, ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, that maybe, maybe Jimmy was doing something, maybe he blinked, maybe he flinched. Now, if you didn't know this, he actually stumbled on 10, and he stumbled on heart. And one of the cards was the 10 of hearts, but that wasn't his selected card, it was the 7 of hearts. So,
but there's only 2 suits that were hearts.
So it could have gone either way there, but yes, he did flinch, so some magicians are able to do that, but the other theory, now there's 3 theories really. One is that Jimmy was in on it. Now the reason he would be in on it is because of ratings, you want to promote David Blaine's...
But we don't think so.
We don't believe that it's set up, but if it were, it would, in a sense, it could make sense. David Blaine needs publicity for his show. Jimmy Fallon wants to get more viewers on his show to show, hey, I got David Blaine here. And one of Jimmy's most popular videos lately has been the David Blaine that has like 8.5 million views right now. And every other video he has like 200,000. So, David Blaine has really, maybe he was in on it. The other thing is, maybe Jimmy went along with the trick. In a sense, he could have been in on it. Maybe the 7 of hearts was not his card, and maybe, David Blaine screwed up, but maybe, Jimmy Fallon does not want to say, hey, you just screwed up, right? So, maybe he just went along with it for ratings. One more time, you don't want to screw up a famous magician on your show. But there's, we don't really know, so you can let us know what you guys think about that. But anyway, let's move on to the next part of the trick, where he actually says, hey, Jimmy, name any card in the deck, right? And then he says pick 1 or 2, and then, and then it's in the second position, right? Now, there's this thing called multiple outs. It's basically meaning no matter what card he chose, he had a different trick set up for it. Meaning, let's say he said 7 of hearts, right? And David knew that the 7 of hearts is in the second position. He's going to say, okay, 1 or 2, right? If Jimmy said 1, he would have said, all right, we're going to get rid of the 1, and we're going to use 2. Something like that, right? If it's in the second position. So, multiple outs is meaning, let's say he didn't pick that card. Let's say you picked the ace of spades. He would have said that the ace of spades is the only card missing from the deck, right? Even though there's probably multiple cards missing from the deck. Maybe he would have, if Jimmy said 6 of hearts, he would have said, something else where he has a different trick set up for it. Like, it's the only face-up card in the deck. Meaning he has a separate trick for every single card. Or the other option is that he memorizes the entire deck, and that
it's not, guys, it's not as hard as you think. If you can remember the alphabet, you can do anything.
And he wouldn't have to remember like 9, jack. He would have to memorize it like you can memorize your vocab words, right? You can remember that, ball is a noun and that like running is a verb, right?
Oh dang.
I'm sure you guys can do that. For this, he would just have to say jack of clubs, 27. That's in the 27th position. Jack of diamonds, 36. He would just have to do something like that. He doesn't have to memorize.
Pattern.
He doesn't have to memorize the order. He just has to memorize what number it is. Now, I highly doubt that David would have gone. Let's say he picked the 21st card. I doubt he would have gone 21 or 22. But maybe he would. Maybe he got lucky on the show. Maybe Jimmy was in on it and picked the one he wanted. I don't know. But that's our explanation. It's just so far-fetched to think about these things. So, what do you guys think? Let us know. Do you think he was in on it? Again, it could have been for ratings. We don't think he was in on it, but we actually just believe the theories that don't involve Jimmy being in on it. So, thank you guys so much for watching. And this is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.